Hi, beautiful. I'm so happy that you're here. This is your expert-led video series from fatigue to freedom. We're going to be talking about three different videos, three different topics to get you back to feeling like yourself in your perimenopausal journey. So the first one we're going to be talking about is how to reclaim your energy. These are the hidden hormonal triggers behind fatigue. So, firstly, I want to welcome you, and it's so amazing that you're reclaiming control over your body, and we want to help you get back to you. So, my name is Morgana Lakatos-Hayward. I'm the proud founder of This Isn't a Diet. I am a best-selling author, creator of the Fat Burn Protocol and Hack Your Body Method, and a certified perimenopausal health coach. And our mission at This Isn't a Diet is to help high achieving perimenopausal women master hormones and weight through scientific backed hacks and holistic health techniques. We draw on things from traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, biohacking. We're so into that. So we absolutely love our approach. And it's shocking the staggering amount of women who go through perimenopause and don't seek support and are quietly suffering. The statistic in Canada is that there's 80% of women who have exacerbated symptoms, only 20% receive and seek support. And the majority of that is because there's um, there's a pain point around this transition where you feel invisible in healthcare and you feel like doctors don't take your symptoms seriously and you're constantly being dismissed. And I want to tell you that it's absolutely what you're going through is real. I work with so many women who experience a lot of the same things that you're probably going through. So it's not all in your head. You don't have to just deal with it. There are catered solutions to help you get back to you. So let's get into it. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. Firstly, we're going to be talking about some of the hormonal shifts that happen in perimenopause. We're going to go into the cortisol discussion, the blood sugar discussion, and I will give you some three habits to begin to stabilize your energy. And you'll also walk away with a 5-day perimenopause reset plan. So let's get into it. Essentially, what happens when you start your perimenopause transition is estrogen becomes erratic and progesterone begins to gradually decline. You can see that in the chart that I've included. So that erratic estrogen, it can be a bit pesky. It's actually what causes a lot of the symptoms that we see, the heavier, closer together periods, mood swings, irritability. Rage is a big one that I see with a lot of my clients. Now, what we also want to factor in is we want to help you detox that extra estrogen and balance it out naturally. And then we also want to gently boost progesterone because it's our calm and our deep sleep hormone. When this gets affected, having a restful night's sleep, it becomes more difficult because that's actually the hormone that prompts deep sleep. So we want to help you create more of that and also induce melatonin, of course, our sleep hormone. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the habits at the end. But the rising cortisol is something I also wanted to talk to you about because perimenopausal women are in this unique situation. I call it like the sandwich generation. You may have your circumstances might be different, but you may have a demanding career on one side, kids to take care of on another side, aging parents that you're worried about, a household, social obligations. The list goes on and on and on. And this means that you're constantly living in survival mode, having high cortisol. And that contributes to long-term fatigue and burnout. And it can also endanger your thyroid hormones, which are located here. And those are really responsible for your energy levels, your metabolism speed, and your fat accumulation. So these symptoms, they typically work in conjunction with one another. They're not isolated. So your energy and maybe some weight that you want to get in control of that can also be connected. So a lot of these hacks will be amazing for a myriad of symptoms that you might be experiencing. Now, I started with this amazing client who came to me and the first thing she wanted to work on was her energy. She was chronically dealing with low energy. She was living in that burnout and it was a lot of lifestyle things that she was just surviving her days. She was trying to work out, trying to have like 8 hours of meetings back to back, catch up on work, after all of her meetings, and it was just a lot. She was really going through it. And so we actually did a couple of things. Firstly, we found out that she wasn't having deep, restful sleep. She was constantly waking up and she was having really light sleep. So we worked on that and how to balance the hormones and bump up that progesterone and melatonin. The other one that we started with is she wasn't hydrating enough and she was following that chronic westernized diet where she was only having protein at dinner time. So we decided to, okay, set her up with more protein-rich meals, better nutrition. So she immediately started to feel a difference. Hydrating played a huge role. She's a completely different person. We've been working together now for 6 months. And this is what she's had to say is prior to starting coaching sessions with Morgana, I found it difficult to stay the course and would give to after a couple of weeks. Morgana's program teaches sustainable whole body wellness. I feel energized and motivated by the sessions, and I'm seeing results in both how I feel and how I look. Morgana deeply cares about her clients and customized the program to meet my specific needs and goals with a high degree of knowledge and professionalism. The stories like these they're why I love what I do. So let's move on to the blood sugar roller coaster. So as we age, our chances of becoming insulin resistant increase. So this is basically where your cells, your insulin receptors, they're no longer sensitized. So you might have more glucose floating around in your bloodstream. Typically, before that starts to happen, your body will exhaust its fat store. So it will store glucose and fat in your liver, in your muscles. Once those become desensitized, then your body is just constantly, it has glucose floating around, your pancreas keeps pumping more and more estrogen, and it becomes this vicious cycle. So this is where what we choose to consume, it greatly affects the energy we have throughout our day. Now, I stole these two charts from my book. So the one on the left is a rapid increase and fall. And that's, for example, if you start your day with a vanilla latte and a blueberry muffin, you're rushing to your first meeting, and that's going to leave you with an energy crash and hunger in an hour. So your glucose is going to spike like this, like we see in the chart, and your body's going to use and burn through that sugar very quickly. You're going to have an energy crash. And typically, this is where a lot of women, they'll grab another cup of coffee or some chocolate to get through their day. And this sets you up for more cravings, more hunger, more of these snacks, and overly relying on caffeine. Whereas on our other example on the right, that's a steady glucose insulin chart. And you can achieve this, it's totally possible. But one thing you want to start doing is starting your day with a very protein-rich, savory breakfast because this keeps your hunger. It's also a great weight loss hack, but it will also keep your energy levels steady. So a great example, start your day with scrambled eggs, smoked salmon, and a side salad. Beautiful. So now that we've talked a lot about the problems, I just want to tell you that this absolutely does not mean you can't feel like yourself ever again. Knowledge is power. It's great that you know what's happening to your changing body because now we can do something about it. So I want to give you 3 simple habits to stabilize your energy naturally. Number 1, protect your sleep by scheduling in 8 to 10 hours. That is important. You need to set boundaries between what time you need to be logging off of work or coming home from social obligations or reorganize your kids' schedule so that way they're home by a certain time and that way you can get to bed and have a good restful sleep because it's important. It's important to prioritize yourself. And try to build in a 1 hour wind down routine before bed. So this is where, you maybe start doing your skincare and you start putting on your pajamas, getting ready for bed, sitting in bed reading. It's a beautiful wind down routine that tells your brain, okay, we're starting to produce melatonin, we're starting to get sleepy, and then you go to sleep. So that's one of the first things to help bump up and improve your sleep, to improve your energy. The second one, incorporate nervous system regulation techniques into your day. This can be deep breathing, meditation, journaling, rebounding. I actually have in my VIP exclusive course a full nervous system regulation module with a deep breathing and a guided meditation library. And that course is only for my 60-day shed graduates. So yeah, it's really incredible. If you're interested in that, please message me and then we can chat a little bit more about it. And my third hack is what we spoke about. Start your day with a savory breakfast and aim for 30 grams of protein. So beautiful. I have a full 5-day perimenopause reset plan for you. You can DM me or email Peri Reset and I will send it to you. You have my Instagram there, my LinkedIn, my email, or you can head directly to my website. thisisnadiet.com/toolkit. And I have a full hormone and metabolism toolkit with a ton of amazing complementary resources for you. So let's continue on to video 2, balance to burn. See you there.